going to do this in a bit of reverse order from usual, so it's going to start off with my track updates, and then I'm going to put the video on afterwards. I'll put a chapter in if you want to skip it. Hey up folks, I thought I'd talk about the ever-changing project of Liberty Junction 2. There's been some quite drastic changes. I'll explain why if I get time in the video. You're going to have to bear with it because it's changed quite a lot and it's going to be in stages, so just get ready. As you can see from here, it's no longer around the perimeter of the room. I've done it as a massive dog bone. Partly because I'd been watching Proper Chuff's channel, and not that I'm copying you, Hilton, but I watched yours and I thought, I wonder if I can do that rather than having to duck under walking through doors. So it looks like 4 lines here, but it's not 4 lines. It's a double loop that loops round. So basically there's only 2 loops, but it's going to be so long that I'll still be able to run more than one train on it at a time, so I should be able to do all kinds of magic and mystery. It'll all be chaotic, but I just like the idea of having 4 lines. I was going to originally do 1, and then I thought, oh, it is what it is, I don't even know. Anyway, I've still got my little water bridgey crossing thing that I definitely want to put in, and it's only basic stuff, this, it's not definite. And then I thought, just to the other side, I've got a little duck downy bit still for that, just because I'll not be able to reach it otherwise. But then I thought, if I have a little station here, it can be like a little wildernessy, Scottishy type station in the middle of nowhere. And then what I thought, you've then got your long, nice loops across down to here. And then you've got so you've got your 2 double loops, which will just look like 4 lines. So it's all camera tricks then, isn't it? And then this lower line here, that'll still go down a level, and it'll go to what would be a bridge under the track, a tunnel, sorry, under the tracks, if that makes sense. As you're about to see, my little industrial area, which I think is going to be some kind of container yard and possibly some kind of quarry, I don't know, some kind of industrial type thing. I've still not decided, but I just fancy a big industry area so that it's opposite end of layout's going to be really, really just like scenery, grass, nothingness, and then this is going to be industrial. And just while I'm scrolling through, I've just come from other angles, so you've got your 4 loops now going into there, and as you can see, there's 4 double slips so that any line can go across into industrial area and do the magic and whatnot. And I've moved opposite water to opposite end. It's now only going to be 3 metres wide, this room. So, right then, I've added another layer now, so we're going to zoom in again. Now I've added what I'm going to call the bridge line. So, back at industrial area, there's going to be a line that's going to climb up all the way around the perimeter, and it's going to become this bridge that goes over, because I really like the idea of this sweeping at an angle bridge. So it's going to, on the right, it's got a higher track, middle track's a medium, left-hand side lower. So there's 3 levels of tracks. So I think that'll do some really nice. It's just going to look nice, that. You've got to ignore all red bridgey bits, because that's just how that is. That's going to go down there to the tunnel. And then what I've done for that tunnel, for now I've done it as a reverse loop, so trains can go in and do a bit of a loop and come out again. But what I thought is a bit of a work in progress, because it's going to do it a bit at a time, isn't it, this? So what I thought is I can add a point off the reverse loop and have it as a bit of a storagey area, which I'm going to show you now. So it'll be a little bit of an underground fiddle yard. It'll not be too enormous, but... So at the minute, look, it's going to have a loop round, and then I can put 1 point on it, as you're about to see when I can move this mouse. And then as and when I can afford 1 billion sets of points, I can add this little section, which will hold an absolute boatload of locomotives and bits and pieces, as you can see. So that'll be quite a lot, because it's going to be they're going to be like a couple of metres long, some of them. Some of them will load maybe 1 loco or 2 locos, some will load several. But that'll just be as and when I can get around to that bit. So anyway, that's phase 2 of the layering system of Liberty Junction 2. Now, I'm obviously showing it like this so that you can get your head around it, because if I show it all as it is, it's going to look chaotic, as you're about to see. So anyway, this is this. We've got my industrial area to the left. We've got the rural scene to the right. It's going to look like 4 tracks, even though it's only 2. A bit of a loop area there, which will be non-scenic on bottom left at screen, and then everything else I'll just scenery it up when I can. And now I want, right, take a deep breath. So I changed all that layout, and then I couldn't have my my big station, which I really wanted. So I thought afterwards, late on, I can do this, look. So where the bridge goes across and then starts to go down, if I stick a point in there, I can then do a ramp up, which is going to be basically right against the wall. That's going to go up, and it's going to go right up, and it's not going to have these big sticks. Don't start panicking. It's almost just going to be, it's just going to look like a big giant wall, like there's a big wall there or whatever, or I can do it cliffs, whatever. I haven't even thought of it. But I'm going to bring it up a good 40 centimetres, look, and then I can have my my station from before, look, on a level above, on a bit of a shelf. And if I do it length at room, it's going to be 10 metres. So I can have my station as I wanted it, even bigger than before, to be fair. And then at back, I'll just put a bit of nonsense at end at station. And then, as you can see, I've fitted a few storage lines, quite lengthy ones at that. They're a good 3.5, 4 metre long at back. So all here's where I'm wiggling mouse. That's where I can just put some disguising materials down. And then, like I say, I can fit some lengths, probably be able to fit my lengths of MGRs and stuff, and my HST, all that business will fit on there easily. And just be out of sight, really, out of way. So, yeah, that's it. So why have you changed it, I hear you ask? I've changed it because these conifers here, which are about 3.5 metres tall, I basically wanted rid of them a long time ago because they're a pain in arse, and my missus didn't want me to cut them down, so I cut 2 trees down on the other side, and then I think she's realised it'd be better on that side where I originally wanted it, so 2 trees have had to perish, but it is what it is. It's bright and lawn up anyway, because I've got quite a bit of trees going on there, so it's going to, at least grass will grow and not be all mossy. Anyway, how come we've done it that way around, double O Dave, and not normal way around? Only reason is I'd not filmed this, and I'd done other stuff on computer one day, so it's just how it was. And I did audio for that one, and then this one came along. So anyway, welcome to Liberty Junction, welcome back. So this is above shot. We're going to be a nice multiple trains running, but as you can see, I put camera too low, missed top 2 lines out, so it is what it is, isn't it? Thought I'd do a bit of an explanation as to why I didn't go to NEC when I said I would go in, and I even booked time off work to go. It's been a bit of a chaotic week. I've been in a bit of a wormhole looking for a new TV, because sometimes I just start feeling like I need stuff, and a new TV won't agenda. So I basically spent about a good week in a wormhole researching TVs. And then my financial advisor, Wayne Atkinson, contacted me and sent me this picture. And as you can see, I was like, my God, £189.50 for a sound-fitted and weathered model. I couldn't turn it down. It's not most exciting livery out there, but I thought it would look nice pulling my coal wagons, and I thought, yeah, I can't go wrong at that price. I mean, I thought that battered 47 were good money at 200, but this one's on another level, isn't it? So anyway, I pulled trigger on it and I bought it. I think Rails of Sheffield then posted it via a tortoise because it took ages to come. I could have gone round world in an air balloon by the time it got here. So let's have a little look at it anyway. It's alright, and it's not a bad little loco. I'm basically nearly all 37s and 47s though now, aren't I? And then he sent me another one that come through at same price at Kerno. And if I can get my words out for one, if I'm being honest, it's probably a better model than this, but I never ended up pulling trigger on it. Why didn't you pull trigger on it? Because I pulled trigger on a big TV, and that were a special one, so it cost me a bit of money. Look at that. Them bogies look nice. I mean, they're not really decently detail weathered, but just picks detail out, doesn't it? A bit of weathering on them. And then as well as this, I picked up some of them Scenecraft buildings, which I'll show you another day. Seller had been a bit cunning with photography. There were a little bit of damage that were kind of really on edge at shot, which you couldn't see, but I can live with it, I'm not bothered. And then I saw that Network Rail 31 Acura scale with all them extra lamps on front, and I thought, oh, I wish I'd have pre-ordered that. So I went on website and pre-ordered it. So I didn't realise you could, so I did. So I've got that coming at some point. What's going on here then? I'll tell you what's going on. Look, all security fencing's been torn down. Look at weathering on that though. That's looking rough, that wagon, isn't it? Kangaroo World, Australia World's shut down. I've had to shut it down. Basically, one at Kangaroos got out. And you know when you see them kangaroos boxing with humans, and it's just wrong, isn't it? But basically this kangaroo beat 10 bells out of this bloke on platform and he weren't happy, threatening to sue us, so I've had to get rid of it. But I don't know what that blue platform thing is there. Does any of you know what it is? Looks like it's something getting set up next to Annie's Cafe. I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to look into it. So I'm afraid, yeah, Australia World's gone. If you did pick up a 1-year membership, don't worry. I will send you out a Christmas card. I know you paid a lot of money for that ticket. It's no good. It don't get you anything now, but I'll send you a Christmas card out, and that should make up for it. A few more close-ups, some more weathered wagons, and train just running in front of it to ruin shot, which is quite good, isn't it? So just nipping back to what I was saying, yeah, so a pre-order of a 31, which has fully been paid for as well, and that 47 and new TV meant I just couldn't be bothered going to NEC. I can't justify spending any more money on any of my hobbies this week because it's crackers. Mini Owners Club, look at that, they're having a proper meeting car park and it's really decent. And what's he doing there with that metro? Get that metro out of there. So get my security man out of there. I tell you what, Noel, I'm really disappointed after that last episode with Bomb on Train. Police didn't want to know. They're just lazy as out. I gave him all evidence. I had him basically admitting on video that he basically coughed it, didn't he? He basically said, yeah, I was trying to blow my brother up. That's enough. For me, that's a full and frank admission. But he were having none of it. Local cop, he basically just said there's not enough, so they binned it. So yeah, he's got off. He's got off it with a verbal warning. Unbelievable. Puts an actual bomb on a train and risks everyone's lives. But yeah, that's how it is. So we'll just have a little close-up of this then, see what's what. There's no driver in it. I think what I'll do, I'll get some drivers bought at some point, take 40 billion screws off to get body off, and I'll put a driver in it. I'll put a driver in all my locos, because some of them at the minute are all ghost trains, aren't they? But you can only do what you can do. From what I've seen on Facebook, going back to NEC, it didn't half look busy though. It had some right crowds, and I had a bit of a plan for it, but with garbage weather and all, that didn't help. Garbage weather came along, didn't it? It snowed up where I am. It was proper snow where we built the snowman in garden. And I just thought it were an easier option to put some logs on fire and just sit in the house drinking beer. And I'm gutted when I said really, but because there's a few people that I'd like to have said hello to. And if anyone come up to me, they could have said hello, but I'll try and make next one. I can't promise, because I'm useless. So going back to Liberty Junction 2, I've got some more tree work to tackle. So them conifers, I'm going to say I didn't think they were going to be bad, but I've took some of them out before and it were a mission and a half. So I'm going to just ponder at it and just do it, chip away at it a bit at a time. Green bin deliveries have stopped now, and now I haven't got my old car where I had a tow bar and a trailer. I can't do tip runs, so it's going to be a bit slower. And if I set fire to it all, our ass is going to go mental at me. Anyway, I can't remember who it was, but someone the other day made a suggestion as to what an episode storyline could be. So what we're going to say is, if any has got any ideas, send them away, and I don't mind making them. Look at that little bit of striping on that weathering there. I do quite like it. It's quite a basic weathering, but it's better than it used to be on early stuff, isn't it? Also, just had a bit of an idea for a Christmas special. What do you think to me showing my face on video, so you obviously know who you're talking to sometimes when you're messaging, because I've not shown my face up to now. Is it something you'd be bothered about? I don't mind either way, I'm not very bothered. But if you do, let me know. I might even do a poll, but let me know in comments and we'll see what's what. I'll just show you the roof of this. It don't really pick it out, so that top bit there you can just about see it's a bit smoky looking. It's quite a nice effect. Camera's not making it look as good as it actually does look. It's probably better than it looks. But yeah, Christmas special, let me know. Do you want to see me? And then at least you'll know, won't you, what I look like for if I'm ever at a show. You can say, hey up mate, I've wasted a bit of my time watching your videos, thanks very much, and I'll thank you back, shake your hand, and you can take a photo and stuff and make postcards. I can sell them in souvenir shop, 3 for a tenner. Listen, on a side note as well, I was going to say about this Liberty Junction 2 shed that I'm going to build. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do quite a fancy shed, and I'm in two minds whether to do it in style of an old-fashioned waiting room, like there's one at Gothland I've got my eye on. Do I try and do a version of this, or also a Westmorland Scottish Railway coach? I think either of them will be quite decent. Anyway, look at roof on this TMC Deluxe weathered one. Just shows how much extra effort goes into them TMC Deluxe. Not that it's cheap, like, is it? But I'm certainly going to do a similar style as that on when I next do a weathering job, I reckon. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? I could always add to this 37 one here. Now I've increased its sound and made it sound decent. I could add a bit more to that, couldn't I? Because that's basic factory weathered, that one. And I think you could probably improve it somewhat. We'll see. Anyway, if any is still about, I know it's not been a super exciting episode, been more of a catch-uppy one and a bit of a planny one. But like I say, unfortunately, I've been down that TV wormhole and I'm super excited. It's coming in morning. So I'm at work all day and I'm at work for the next 2 days after that as well on courses and nonsense. So I'm not going to be able to play with it and it's going to break my heart. I'll try my best to. And just look at this. Look at Greyfriars Bobby roof, how clean and shiny that looks. That one might even have to be first candidate for a weathering job when I get some more paints. I tell you what, I've just realised now, I'm not going to that show, I haven't picked up any paints. Absolute garbage. Anyway, folks, as always, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you don't get a thumbs up. Still got that one thumbs down, man. Could have done with meeting you at show. We could have shook thumbs. See you later.